I grew up with two older sisters and I was always trying to do everything they did. When the time came, I was so excited to learn how to read just like them. At night, my mom would bring out her hardback Dick and Jane books. We'd sit down in the old rocking chair that squeaked like a loose floorboard as we rocked back and forth. I made my way through the simple sentence pages by sounding out the words and learning new ones along the way. My love for books grew with every Dr. Seuss story and reading of Goodnight Gorilla. Soon after, I had inherited Teddy Ruxpin from my mother. Teddy Ruxpin was a talking toy teddy bear who came about in the 80s, complete with cassette tape and storybook. I inserted the tape into his back and followed along in the book as he read the words out loud. As a first grader, I loved nothing more than to get a visit from Miss Anna Brockman, my third grade book buddy. Every now and again, she came and visited my class, sat down with me and read whichever book I picked out. After time passed and my reading improved, my sister walked with me to the library and helped me pick out my first chapter book, one that was a part of the Junie B. Jones series. One day I got to visit my former first grade teacher, Miss Harper. I will never forget her massive white bookshelf that was filled to the ceiling. I even walked away with an addition to my own bookshelf, Chicka Chicka Boom Boom. The school library was one of my favorite places at Ridwell Elementary. It was full of light brown wooden bookshelves that stood taller than me. My favorite place to read was in front of the big window that looked out across the street. It connected with 3 long red carpeted steps that was always filled with multicolored cushions. Whenever I graduated to a new school, it made me happy to find an even bigger library to explore and all new books to read. I still love reading today just as much as I did when I was little. When my parents ask me what I want for my birthday, they already know, a Barnes & Noble gift card. Even though I have long since moved on to more complicated novels, I will always remember sitting in the old rocking chair with my mother reading Goodnight Gorilla.